everybody. Welcome to Tuesday night in the studio with me. Let's see. Let me get this on my computer. Come on in and say hello. Doesn't feel like a Tuesday. It feels like a Monday. It's so weird. I always say weeks with a holiday on a Monday always seem like they're longer. At least they do to me. Alrighty. There we go. So please feel free to share. That would be wonderful. I'm gonna share this. Let's see. Come on in and say hello. Oop, I see a couple people found us. Here we go. All right. Hi, Debbie. Thanks for coming by. So good to see you. All right. Yep, so come on in, say hello, and let me know you're in there. Thank you for sharing. Thank you very, very much. All right. So I got some fun sneak peeks for you tonight. I hope you're gonna like them. I know I love them. Oh, thank you. Hi, Deb. Ooh, lots of people tonight. Come on in. All right. Looking good. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday yesterday. And for those of you not in the U.S., yesterday was Memorial Day here for us, so it was a holiday. Everybody was off work and school, and it was really great. Oh, thanks, Jeannie. I am feeling somewhat better tonight. I had some oral surgery on Friday, and it was a little more complicated than they thought, and I have been trying to deal with getting better. So it's slowly getting there. So I was good until he told me it was going to be slower because I was older. Excuse me? Older? He was like 2 years younger than me. Anyway, I'll be better. Oh, thanks, Nancy. Good to see you. All right, so tonight we're going to do really fun fold card, I think, and I absolutely love it with the sneak peeks that I'm going to show you tonight. The sneak peek is from the new catalog. Obviously, if you don't have one, you know where to get one. I would be happy to send one to you. Just email me at shellsuit@verizon.net, and I would be happy to send one out to you. If you are already a customer of mine, you'll be getting one if you've ordered within the last year. So, all right. So, are you anxious to see what set we're going to use tonight? It's brand new. Here it is. It is called Free as a Bird. And this was one that totally caught my eye right away when I got my hands on that new catalog. It is so beautiful. And I've been creating with it, and I just couldn't wait to share some fun new projects with you. So, all right, so let's get started. So we're going to use the stamp set, and it has a lot of beautiful hand-drawn birds, flowers, leaves. Really, really pretty. Hi, Deb. Thanks for coming over. Absolutely beautiful. Lots of coordinating products that will go with this. One of which is the, drop a piece, here we go. It is called the Bird Ballad Designer Series paper, and it's actually what we're going to be using tonight. I'm going to show you several different projects. Hi, girls. Thanks for coming in. Yay, everybody's coming in. Oh, I'm so glad. So we're going to be using Bird Ballad Designer Series paper, and I'm going to show you the patterns that are in this gorgeous, gorgeous set of papers. Look at this. So there are lots of hand-drawn florals, watercolor washed with beautiful patterns on both sides. That's one. This one is probably one of my favorites. It's the feathers. And on the back, there are some bird cages. We're gonna see projects with that tonight. Then look at these beautiful, beautiful watercolored images. Whoop, hopefully somebody gets that downstairs and not me. So we're gonna use this, okay, not my call, that's Mike's mom. All right, so we're gonna use some more of the birds here, watercolor washed, beautiful. And on the back, beautiful polka dots. I think you guys know how I feel about polka dots. Then some more birds. Don't you love these colors? A little bit of Daffodil Delight, Old Olive. Just love this petal pink that's in there. Then there's a nice stripe, which I know I'll be using on lots of different projects. Some flowers, and on the back of that one are some keys, which is really, really pretty. And then this one is some, I love the wash on this. It's kind of a pool party wash in the background with some gorgeous yellow flowers and some little dainty birds on this one. So, and on the back, it's a yellow, beautiful yellow, and it looks like little bird feet, footprints, I guess. All right, so now I showed you the paper. Let me show you something else that coordinates with this gorgeous set, and these are the bird ballad trinkets. Oh, gosh, these are so pretty. Look at this. The brushed brass. There's some leaves and flowers. Love those. And probably one of my favorites are these little teeny tiny little keys. Can you see these guys? Little teeny keys. Hi, Joe. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to see you guys. I needed to see you guys tonight. So those are our bird ballad trinkets, okay? Those coordinate also. Okay, so we're going to use this set tonight, and we're going to use a few of the images out of here, as you can see. This does come in cling mount, which is wonderful. And we are going to make a fun fold card that looks like this. Now, this one is absolutely one of my new favorite folds. You can see both sides of the designer paper. It is just really easy to do, but there's a little trick to it I'm going to show you. But this was one that I created with this key and the florals. So this one's kind of the one we're going to do tonight. Like that. Your friendship means the world to me. And here's another one. This one I love. This one I actually fussy cut some of the flowers in here and just stamped the leaves all around the sentiment on the outside stitched circle. Added a little key there with some baker's twine. When you opened it up, the world needs more of you. How cute is that? So that's another one. You just used some of the little pearls from the Share What You Love pearls. Now this one was one of the first ones I did. Now this has a couple of sneak peeks. Not only does it have the paper and the stamp set, it also has these gorgeous, gorgeous framelits. Now let me show you those framelits. These are called the Stitch Nested Labels, and they come with these gorgeous, gorgeous outlines, and you can tell here they cut an inside and an outside stitched edge on those, so you can get double duty on those, which is really good. And then you have this gorgeous little stitched strip here that's going to be perfect for putting on cards like that. I love them. So on this one I used 2 of those. You can see the little stitching on there, hopefully. Yep, there we go. And just used my blends to color it in, and then the feathers with the bird cage on the background. And this one says, hello, your friendship means the world to me. Now on this one I made a little matching envelope because you guys know how much I love my envelopes. Added a little bit to the flap of my envelope there. Pretty, pretty. And then here's the last one. This one also has a matching envelope. Now check this out. Gorgeous paper, right? Look at this ribbon. Can you stand it? It is beautiful. Now this one I went ahead and stamped on my stitch circle and fussy cut some of these flowers and then colored some of my rhinestones with Stampin' Blends, the daffodil Stampin' Blends, and added those on there. And then this one, when you open it up, I added some of the flowers here on the inside to coordinate. Okie doke, are you ready to learn how to do this one? It's really fun and really easy. You're gonna love it. All right, so the first thing you're gonna need is a piece of designer series paper. Let's see, I think this time we're gonna use this particular pattern with the birds on the front. Thanks, Linda. And then the stripes on the back. I haven't used this one yet, so let's try this one out. Now you're gonna need a piece of designer series paper that measures 5 1/4 by 11 1/2. 5 1/4 by 11 1/2. All right, so you get 2 out of 1 sheet of designer series paper, which you know I love. So we're gonna bring in our scoreboard. Now, here's the tricky part. You need to keep this in mind when you are doing your score lines, because you wanna make sure, let me pull one back over here. You wanna make sure that this 4-inch panel is the pattern that you want showing up. Okay, so I'm going to show you the score lines and then I'll explain as we go along. So 5 1/4 by 11 1/2, and then we're going to score our designer paper at, I'm going to turn it over this way because I'm going to actually put the birds, I want those facing up. So I'm going to turn this over so that the birds are facing down. So you want the opposite. So I'm going to go and score it at 4. I'm going to score it at 6 3/4, and then I'm going to score it at 9 1/2. Oh, I know, Linda, isn't it gorgeous? All right, so 4, 6 3/4, and 9 1/2. All right, now remember, I did it on the opposite side of the panel that I want showing up. All right, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to just fold this for you quickly so you can see how this layers out. And then we'll do the other one. All right, see that? So the birds were facing, they were facing down when I scored so that they face up on the card. All right, now let's do this one so that we have the stripes showing up when we put the card together. So I have the stripes facing down. We're going to do the same thing, 4 inches, 6 3/4, and 9 1/2. Like that. All right, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Oh, Marley sees somebody down there. All right, so we're done with the scoreboard. We're going to take this one and we're going to flip it over, and we will fold this way. The next one goes back. I love this stripe. I think of so many things I want to do with it. And then our little birds will be up. All right, so 2 different looks from one piece of designer series paper. All right, now for the background on this one, we're actually going to use Daffodil Delight. Let me show you some of the colors that coordinate with it. You have Calypso Coral, Daffodil Delight, Old Olive, Pool Party, Petal Pink, and Smoky Slate. Now, other colors in here are also Crumb Cake. There's some others that are just, you can totally mix and match, so just explore the possibilities. So let's see, what should I do on this one? I think I'm gonna do this piece. And we'll set this guy aside for another card. All right, so my cardstock base is gonna be standard 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I'm gonna take my designer paper and I'm going to adhere it to my card base with some snail. You can use your adhesive of choice. There we go. I always manage to slide this paper all around when we're doing this. See if I can see around the camera. There we go. All right. So there's our base for our card. Now, you can, if you would like, leave this open so that you have more surfaces to stamp and put embellishments on for your card. What I chose to do on mine was I chose to adhere this panel down. Okay, like so. Oops, I didn't fold that straight. All right, we can fix that. There we go. Manhandle it a little bit. There we go. All right, so I have my stripes over here where I would like them on the front for a little pop of color. Now, on this particular, whoops, this one, and then the other one that we're gonna make that looks kind of like it is this one. Let me show you this one for a frame of reference. What I used on the focal point for this one, I pulled out my stitched shapes, and I used the largest stitched circle right here, okay? So I went ahead and cut one of those. Well, actually I cut two, just in case, because you know how it goes. And then I used, for behind this, I used the layering circle. I used this large scalloped circle right here. So that's gonna go there. And you can use all sorts of shapes and everything. Oh, Nancy, hey, you know who showed me this? Patty Bennett. My big time friend, Patty Bennett. She's amazing. I love it. I can't remember who showed it to her, but it's an awesome, awesome way to use your designer paper. So see, this is going to go just like this once we've stamped and we're ready to go. All right. So what I did with my bird image, it's actually quite a long stamp. What I did was I only mounted the first part of it over here, mostly because I didn't want to go find a long block because I wasn't going to use a long block anyway. So we're going to use our Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and I'm going to ink this guy up, tap, tap, tap. And then what I want to do is I'm going to move it over towards the left side. Make sure you can see. Move it over towards the left side so that it goes off of the edge and towards, kind of towards the top a bit. I want to leave myself a little space for the sentiment at the bottom. All right, just like that. All right, so then I'm going to take a little piece of Calypso Coral, and this measures 3/4 of an inch, and I don't really know how long it is. Let's see. It's 2.5 inches long. That's just enough to fit my sentiment on there. Patty is amazing. Oh my gosh, she is thebomb.com. So we're going to use thank you. Stamp that on there. Set this over here without getting my arm in it. And then I'm just going to, I forgot to pull my punch over here. So we're just going to cut that. See how cute we can make it. Yeah, that's good. Not too bad. All right. Now, before I mount it on my scallop circle, I'm going to go ahead and use my blends. And I know this takes a little bit, but anything worth doing is doing right, right? All right. I'll do it as quick as I can. All right. Now, you can go in and use your light and dark of each of these colors. The leaves I did in Old Olive, since it coordinates. But on this one, I actually only used one or the other, only a light or a dark for each of these colors, because I wasn't really worried about making it too fussy. I was trying to simplify things a little bit. So let me do these guys. And this is going to seem longer for me than it normally would, only because I'm doing it live. But I never usually color for you guys, so what the heck. All right, now for the branch, I'm going to use a one of my dark crumb cakes, and I'm going to use the bullet tip. I tend to use the bullet tip a lot because the bullet tip doesn't the color doesn't tend to spread as much as when you use the brush tip on the blends, and they really are so inky that you will get a lot of ink put down, and that's why they're great for blending, especially on our Whisper White cardstock, because it has such a great finish to it. So, whoop. All right, I'm not going to panic about that. All right, so I used that one. Now I'm going to take, this is my light Calypso coral, and I'm going to do, I'm going to do my little bird here in the middle. And what I'm going to do is kind of go towards the outside first. And this can kind of give you a little bit of a, if you build it with just one color, you can always go back in and bring more color on the edges. And that will definitely darken it up if you're really wanting to have that three-dimensional look. All right, so there's our little middle bird. Make sure they close. Now I'm going to go in and do the little beaks. Little beak. This is the light Daffodil Delight. There we go. I think this one's been well loved. It's a little bit light. But that's okay, because it still will look good. If you have seen the catalog already and you have a favorite stamp set or paper, let me know what they are. I would love to know. Love, love, love. All right, last but not least, we're going to use some Pool Party here. Just going to color in these little guys. Honestly, with this set, the possibilities are endless. There's so many cool combinations and just possibilities. I can't wait to make some more projects with it. There we go. I am not a quick colorer either, so probably shouldn't have done this live. All right, there's our little bird. All right, so next I'm going to take my Scalloped Circle and some dimensionals. And you guys know how I love my dimensionals, so this right here, this is why if I'm going to put a layer like this, I always layer it on something, because the blends do bleed through. So know that when you're doing a project. Sail Away Sweet. Oh my gosh, Jen. You know what? For our Super Saturday Stamping Day on June 8th, I'm actually doing the projects for that suite, and I am very excited. There we go. So lay that guy on there like that. Now we're going to take our card base, and I'm going to layer this on with some snail, and I only want to do it on the one side that's going to be glued down. Ask me how many times I've done that and not done the right thing. You don't want to know. All right, so there's our little guy there, like so. I'm going to take my little thank you banner, pop that guy up. There we go. Put this little guy here, like so. Did I make it? Oh, close enough. I'll fix that later. All right, then we're going to take one of our bird banter or bird ballad. It's going to take me a while to learn these. Bird ballad trinkets, and I'm going to take one of the flowers and a glue dot. There we go. Pick that up and put it down. I think I put this one over here. Did I pick it up? Oh, I did. There it is. There's my little flower. Alrighty, so that's the front of our card. Hey, hello. Oh, over the moon. Oh my gosh, those cows are too stinking cute. All right, now for the inside of your card, you're going to need a piece of Whisper White or coordinating cardstock, whichever. And this one is going to measure 3.5 by 4 3/4. Okay. Oh, I should stamp it first because you never know. Now this one I did, your friendship means the world to me. So we will pull pull that one over. Yeah, Jen, a fellow Connecticut girl. Tap, tap, tap. I'm gonna bring this in here and not stamp it straight. So try again. Close enough. I can make it work. Make it work, Tim Gunn. Let's see. Let's go with the trimmer just in case. Just for kicks and giggles. Pull this guy over here. That looks pretty good. Right about there. Go. All right, so now I will just chop this off. And then I will just flag the end just a tad. Now, this is definitely the way to make sure your sentiments are straight. You stamp them on something else, like a coordinating piece of cardstock, and you don't have to worry about getting it straight. All right, put on some snail. Set that on my grid paper. There we go. And then we will glue this little guy on. Now, if you are in Manassas, don't forget tomorrow night is Burgers and Cards at Foster's Grill in Old Town. We start at 6:30. There are 4 designs and you make 2 of each. And if you would like to join us, I didn't get that very straight, did I? If you'd like to join us, make sure you message me so I make sure I have enough cards for you. We would love to have you join us. It is $20 for 8 cards, or you can get them all for free with a $25 order. So there is our second version of that one. So let's look at them one more time. So that's the one with our 3 birds on the front. This one, oh, I almost didn't show you this ribbon. Look at this. I want to show you this up close and personal. See that? It's got a shimmer to it. This is organdy striped ribbon, and this is petal pink. So this coordinates perfectly. Perfectly. All right, that's that one. A couple more. That's the envelope. Here's the other one with the birds on the branch. This one I used the whole branch. Your friendship means the world to me, with those gorgeous nested labels there and the feathers on the paper. And then we have the Your Friendship Means the World to Me with the flowers, and these are fussy cut. I just popped those up on mini dimensionals. I wrapped this breaker's twine around the edge, if you can see there. Just tied it in a little bow, and my key trinket is down here with a little glue dot. All right. All right, so there is your sneaky peek of the Bird Ballad Suite with Free as a Bird stamp set. I hope you've enjoyed these, and I hope that you will add this one to your wish list because it comes out June 4th. You will be able to order. A new catalog will be out. And the new catalog, guys, is probably one of my favorites. I know I say that all the time, but it's like your kids. You can't pick just one. You shouldn't pick a favorite. So this is the new catalog. It is chock full of goodness, and I have them all labeled and ready to go. So if you need one, if you're local, just email me and you can pick it up, porch pick up. And if you are long distance, let me know and I'd be happy to send one in the mail to you. If you'd like to request a catalog, you can do that by emailing me at shellstewed@verizon.net. If you are interested in ordering, the Last Chance products are still, most of them are still available. There's a few that are already gone, but if you would like to order or check out the retiring things that are going away, be sure to go to my shop at suitablystamped.stampinup.net. And when you do order, use this host code to get a free gift from me in the mail. All right. That is all. Oh, I know, Pam. Don't you love it? Oh, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right. That's all I have for you tonight. I wish you a wonderful week ahead, and I will be back again on Sunday evening for Create at 8. And I hope you'll join me then here on live Facebook. All right, guys. Have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you again soon. Alrighty? Thanks. Bye.